Welcome everyone to another edition of G'day Grind. You're joined with the three boys again, the three musketeers, not the foursome such as the Beatles that it has been, because one bloke wants to stay in bed and sleep overseas.
Go
So
on holidays and play golf.
bit selfish, I feel. But anyways, best of luck to him. Hope he had a good R&R and he better come back and fucking have some good chat because he's missing out. But anyways, today we're joined with the three usual suspects. To my left, we've got Fletcher Tinky Winky Masters. To my right, we've got Gussie La La Steele. And yours truly, Mitch Poe Brown.
Poe Brown.
Do you boys get that reference?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Tinky Winky
Teletubbies,
Lala and Poe's Teletubbies.
Teletubbies.
What would Aiden
classic.
be? He'd be the
He'd-
rat.
The rat, no, it'd be the vacuum.
He'd be the
Yeah,
sun,
the
the baby
vacuum.
in the sun. Just do,
That's definitely a weird show, eh?
fuck it, that's on acid, eh? that
There's
shit, eh?
fucking like
There's so many-
conspiracy and
yeah.
shit all about that.
With
That
the-
it's
with
all
the
I
vacuum.
fucked
loved it as a
up,
kid,
man. Yeah.
But it's just a dude making cookies. What's the fucking purple dude's always just making cookies and shit like that? Like
That's
he
a
was-
Cookie Monster.
He's sorry, that's blue, not purple. That's Muppets.
Oh, you're a puppet.
High school.
Play school, that's right. I was more of a high five guy.
Oh, five.
Anyway,
Anyways, a big show this week. We're actually not taking the piss this time because season's starting. We've actually got some good content, not just
we'll be
pulling it
taking
out of
the
our
piss
backside.
still.
We will still be taking the piss, waffling, and trying to act like we know. But we've got a lot to talk about anyway. So I thought we'd get right in. We'll go around the league first. I think we'll get all that out, the formalities out of the way. Big one finally, it's been drawn out, is Gussie's man, Brandon Ayuik, finally sealed the deal, put pen to paper. 30 mil, I believe, was it, Gussie?
136 mil,
4
4
years?
years, 30
Oh, that's
mil,
more than
30 mil a year with, I think, 76 guaranteed.
I think it was the fifth highest wide receiver.
He is the fifth highest
which
wide
is a
receiver.
bit
in the
ridiculous.
league.
highway robbery.
It's a bit ridiculous. I don't know how I feel about it. Like,
I'm all for it.
that's pretty crazy stuff.
He's fucking good, man. I don't know how he's like, you can't
No,
see it.
I've turned a bit because he won't be fifth for very long.
No, God, no.
Chase is going to
Yeah.
sign.
But he shouldn't even be up in the
I
fifth.
think he's like not worth top 10 money. He'd be like 10th, I reckon. 10th best WR.
Pushing top.
You're not that hot on him, but
I
are you?
hate him. I think he's just a cocky little bastard.
He's not bad.
He is. Did you see him walk into to sign the contract?
God, you could say that about fucking heaps of people.
Nah.
Look at Jamar Chase walking in street clothes, and he's
Yeah, but-
still got 2 years on his contract.
Yeah, but that's Jamar Chase. Like, he's a top level wide receiver.
Hypocrisy.
Ayuk doesn't really have that
Yeah.
status yet.
No, but that's the thing with this contract he's going to, and he put up
The contract
1,200
isn't going to make him fucking
Can he
score
put up 1,200 yards?
touchdowns.
He put up 1,200 yards last year with like 10 or something TDs. That's fucking good.
Nah.
Might even be more. Let me check. You guys talk. I'm gonna check
Actually-
this. You've got me fucking wound up. 'cause
No,
I like
mate, I'm
him.
on your side. I'm in between. No, actually, probably by the end of the season, it could very easily be like 7th or 8th highest paid because DK's on his contract year and Jamar Chase still needs to re-sign.
Last year, 1,342 yards with 7 touchdowns on 75 receptions. That's fucking not bad.
All single coverage though.
That's not bad at all, man. First game against Pittsburgh, he had a 32.9 bomb with 129 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Not
You guys
buying
are
it.
mad.
Not buying it.
You guys are mad.
Stop taking. It's not the world against the Niners, mate. They're
Mate,
favourites.
it is the world against the Niners.
But the big implications, we've been talking about this for weeks, so I don't have to go into who Ayuk is as a player. But Biggs, I'm a bit dubious now of Big Trent Williams getting re-signed. They've got to be running out. I haven't looked up the financials. I haven't done the audit yet, but
They're
they've got to be
turning
running
into
out
the Melbourne Storm
Melbourne Storm.
of the NFL.
They'd have a few, brown paper bags coming around.
Uncle Nick.
Brock Purdy's going to have like a $5 million contract extension, the poor bastard. By the way, all the money's getting freed up.
We spoke about it just before, and I can't see Trent getting paid.
I agree.
I reckon he's going to get shipped now that you say it. But if they get rid of him, then they don't win the bowl.
As great as a player he is, though, he's also getting up there in age.
He's fucking
And he's a
good.
lineman. Like, I know left tackles are so
He'd be
valuable.
he'd be the best O lineman in the comp.
What's his age?
Where would he go if he doesn't get signed, though, you reckon?
Jets
Somewhere with a lot of cap space would hit him up.
for a 1 year short-term deal or 2 year deal, I reckon. Trent Williams.
I think
he's
if
36. No way would I re-sign him if I was a
Yeah,
Niners.
that
Unless
is
they get him
pretty-
for a bargain.
they're not getting him for a bargain. He's still got 2 or 3 years in him. They signed him on a 2-year big deal.
36 years old as a lineman.
Penny
know?
Penny Sewell, or is it Sewell from Detroit? He's a gun. He'll be the next best O line.
I think they've got to sign him though, because like they're so close to a Super Bowl, yet
This-
so far away.
This is their year.
Like-
I This has to
I
be
feel
the
like
year.
they're reaching their peak, and if they don't, they're just going to be on a
On a
fucking
dive.
steep
I will say
decline.
if they can get him on a massive 1 year deal before Purdy signs, that's the only way I can see him staying.
Because
And then
CMC isn't
retiring
going
as a
to
Niner.
be. CMC is pretty much at his.
He's at his peak.
He's at his limit. Like
What do you
obviously,
mean for money wise?
No, just he's 28.
performance wise.
CMC.
Yeah.
I think he's getting quite
You
close to
think
Running-
he's
his.
at the summit
I
right
think
now?
running
he's pretty
backs
at
get
his
hit,
summit.
they
Like,
get
yeah,
hit
he could
hard.
probably flatline for a bit, but I don't think he's going to get any better.
He's not going to progress anymore.
No. So I think the Niners are.
The
In
thing-
saying that, they
the-
have been unfortunate. Like they could have very easily been a Super Bowl if it wasn't
Oh
for.
yeah.
I would like you guys already know the play I'm talking about. The Niners had the ball won on that Brennan Ayuk route, but Purdy decides to go to
Oh yeah.
Javon Jennings and throw it over the sideline.
And also they were
He's in the end zone like nobody around him.
Yeah.
Nobody.
so a few different circumstances.
And they were
We
lucky
could be
to make
talking
it
about them a
last
lot
year as
differently.
well.
And I think the Niners, like, this is their chance to win it this year.
Yeah.
Like the things that have come out. Trent Williams wants a contract. Brock Purdy's going to be off his rookie deal. CMC's got 2 years left, but he's, like Flegger said, he could potentially plateau for a bit. This is their year. I don't know what George Kittle's contract negotiations are like at the moment, but I'm sure he's probably due in a couple of years.
So this is their big star names. So they're going to warrant a lot of money. I haven't looked up
Fred
their cap.
Warner, Nick
Fred
Bosa.
Warner, Nick Bosa, CMC is on good value, but still high for a running back. We've got Brock Purdy coming up for a massive extension. We've got Trent Williams is still holding out. Brandon Ayuk on almost top money. Like it's got to start running fucking dry pretty soon.
Yeah. It's
But I'm a bit higher on the window for Niners than sounds like you guys. I think they can still get a few more years. They got the core there still. If it's just they can plug and play, that's going to be the biggest thing.
I just think that there's too many teams coming up that are gonna
That's true.
that are
That's
gonna
true.
take
There's
over
so
them.
much youth in the league now.
Yeah,
Like
it's so
you
good to
you
see.
look at that Packers fucking team
They could be
that
like
took 'em
borderline
to,
playoff
like,
team, and they're still
the
great.
last 3 minutes
Yeah.
of the finals to get into the get into
Yeah.
the is it AFC,
NFC.
the NFC. It took them that long to get them
Yeah.
there, and the Packers gave it to them, stuck it to them.
It's good. There's lots of options in the league. I like it.
Yeah, a lot
Really.
to root for. It's not. Hopefully, the Chiefs get done by because
Like
mix
literally,
it up a bit.
there's
Bit of
so
parity.
many.
Can't stand. I
Bit of
can't, I
parity in
can't
the league.
stand the
But you got to
Chiefs.
I hate
respect
them.
as well.
Yeah.
I don't like them
It's
though.
like Golden State, you know.
We're
That's it,
we're
exactly
actually
situation.
in for fucking such a big year of NFL, boys. I don't know how you look at it, but this is like it's going to be more exciting. The Chiefs have got the chance to go three-peat, which means they're going to come out and play hard. But obviously, everyone else wants
Well,
to
it's
win
great
as
because
well.
it's got that top tier team which you need, like the villain of the thing where everyone's still
Yeah.
calling, but they're so
Yeah.
great. You can't deny they're great. But then underneath, it's not like there's one or two teams that have a chance of
Nah,
going
there's
against them.
like
There's like
8.
six I could pick that like could
Could
legitimately
mix it up. Mhm.
So depending on how it goes, so that's exciting.
We're in for a good
Yeah.
year.
But on probably more fantasy relevant news, but maybe good. Oh, I guess it's not really good news for the man who drafted him, but I don't consider it that bad of news. Kyron Williams, running back, family man, and now punt returner. Actually, first of all, since I asked the man that drafted him, I know it's not a fantasy only topic around the league, but we got to talk about the fantasy implications.
Mm.
Eddie, what do you think it's a bit overblown,
I fucking
or do you regret your
I
draft pick?
I don't know.
He's got the Sunday scaries.
I do
Me
because
a couple weeks ago.
when I hit that button last night, instantly I said to myself, "What have I done?"
Did I reach?
Nah, I think his value is still great. The
Yeah.
punt returning thing is a little bit worrying for me. It is. I'm not going to lie about it. But like it might just be for a game. He might be absolutely fucking terrible at it, and then they go, "All right,
fumble on
mate,
purpose."
you're no longer our punt returner." But in the same thing too, so I drafted him, but I also took Blakey Corum as his backup
Yeah, you had
because
to.
obviously with punt
Insurance.
returning, he's gonna probably get injury prone. So then that's gonna boost Blake Corum's stock up and hopefully give
Yeah.
him a bit more time. But I think, yeah, look, I was one pick away from Saquon, and I had all eyes
You're
on
probably
it.
too. You're probably too.
I was too hyped up, too caught in the moment.
You're
Don't get me
thinking
wrong,
about Saquon, and he gets taken. Then you're like, what do I do?
Kyron's still great. He's still
Yeah.
going to hold a good score.
Yeah, I'm higher on Kyron, and it seems like everyone's low on him now. I, I will say though, it's not red flags that are popping up; it's just yellow flags. Like you see him drafting Corum, you could say, "Oh no, they just need in case just an emergency spell." Fair enough. Now you got him at punt returner. They're saying, "Oh no, it's just to give him more touches." Like
It's
Fair
got
enough. It's
nothing
just
to
a
do
lot of
with giving
things
him more
there where it's like it
touches.
could go wrong, but I'm still high on Corin himself. You just don't know what they're going to do with him. That's the only
Look, don't
thing.
get me wrong. If it gets to like week 3 or week 4, and he's putting consistent numbers up, but there's somebody who's also hot on him in the league, and he's got an RB of value, and they want to do a trade, I'm open to it. But like, yeah, and I could have taken Etienne. I should have taken Etienne, I think, but
Oh,
I reckon he's
Corin's
still.
still got the upside.
I reckon
He
he's still
Yeah.
going
killed
to
it
be
last
good.
year.
I reckon he's still going to be great.
Yeah.
So like all the speculations of him returning the punts and everything, it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
On a good note for you, a bit of hope is they started when Cooper Cup had his triple crown, like he had.
Was he?
Yeah, but again, most of them were just fair catches because it's a player that McVay trusts.
See, that's true as well. Like putting him in the backfield to return could just be take
Might
a fair
just be a
catch.
sure bet.
Might just be like, yeah, he's got safe hands. Let's
Yeah.
just put him back
Exactly.
there, no fumbles.
That's what
Take
McVay
the knee,
says.
and then let's get the offense out
It's
there.
just,
Yeah.
even if he gets 10, 15 returns a year, that's still more wear on his tyres.
So like they say, punt return, but like maybe
He's not going to be running
50%
it straight.
chance he's not going to be running at the fucking.
could just be a
defensive
sign of
10.
trust, if anything.
Yeah.
I saw someone say, if McVay had to save his kid in a burning building, he'd send Kyron in to save him. Now you could look at that two ways. It'd be like he trusts Kyron so much that he'd send him in a burning building,
Or he
Yeah.
wants to fuck him
but
off.
he would send him in a burning fucking building.
Yeah.
So it's catch-22.
I'm all for. I'm gonna go.
I'm Team Kyron.
I'm slowly changing as we're discussing. You guys are giving me a little bit more faith. I
We'll
didn't
find out very soon.
with the punt return. I didn't even think like of just because the ball's up in the air. He doesn't need to run at someone. He can take a knee.
Yeah.
Majority are just fair catches anyway. So
Yeah. So I don't. I'm still.
hope they gave him a bit of hope.
I'll still be hot on him.
And he could just keep taking knees, and if the coach doesn't want him to take knees, sub him out. He's going to
Exactly.
punt return.
That's what I was going to say.
I
Just
don't know.
fumble it on purpose, Kyron.
I
No, I'm shit at this, coach.
Simple solution.
I'm happy with the Kyron pick.
Okay, that's
I am.
good. That's good to see. The little sparkle came back in Gus's
He's
Yeah.
eyes.
back. I got faith in him. I do have faith.
Quick
in him.
question: do punt returns count towards
Only
points?
TDs.
Sorry, boys.
Only TDs.
Sorry, boys.
It's all good, mate.
Yeah, but if
If he gets
Kyron
10
goes and runs,
TDs,
if Washington kicked the ball and he goes to the length, hello.
But he doesn't get any for yards, I believe, unless if you made some funky decisions at
Nah, I don't think so.
No,
Even though we
I
had
don't.
it, we had 90 seconds to draft last night, which is a bit.
that was a bit fucking how you
No.
going. Don't worry.
I think as well, if you went and tweaked the settings on it's pretty unfair as well.
Well, half the league auto drafted, so they probably
Also,
Yeah.
though, I tweaked the settings that CDs gets 2 points per reception.
like you go, 3 points a reception, so running backs get fucking nothing.
What does Tyreek get? Nada.
Tyreek gets nothing. Mate.
What do
Jalen Waddle though,
Receivers
What does
starting with C and
CMC
D.
get? Nothing.
no, he's on 2.5 per reception. 0.25.
So I was gonna say, bro, 2.5's gone ass.
2.25.
Aiden just woke up. Just leading on to that, then as you can probably tell, we had our local, our home, as you
Local?
call it, home, like our
Worldwide.
worldwide. Sorry. We'll keep you updated with this, but we started our fantasy draft last night after weeks of and ahhing about organising dates and hours and settings. We finally did it. Half the league auto drafted. Josh Allen was picked in the first round.
Pick 4.
Pick 4. So big
Nah,
year for
5,
Joshy.
5,
5, sorry. Overkill. I guess I'll go around starting with each of his first. How do you rate your team? What do you think any weaknesses are? What he's happy with it? Gussie's already alluded to Kyron. He picked him as his RB1.
I'm good on Kyron now.
Yeah.
Good on Kyron. now.
What sort of? How do you feel about the team?
My team's like, it's gonna be competitive. I definitely know I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna come last. I definitely don't
That's
think
always good.
I don't think I'm gonna come last there. Like I said, it's gonna be competitive, but it's a real stab in the dark team. If you go look on my bench,
Let me just go check Gussie's team.
I've got quite a few rookies on there, but I've got quite a few rookies that have a high ceiling in regards to the team they're on.
Yeah.
So like I've on my bench I've got Keon Coleman as the wide receiver at Buffalo, and I don't know, he strikes me as a guy, big build. He killed it in college.
Good
Like
personality.
he could be the wide receiver one at Buffalo, and having a good QB in Josh Allen there. I like that pick. I've got Jonathan Brooks. He's on my IR at the moment.
I like that.
He's gonna
Warn
be
him.
he's gonna be RB1 at Carolina. Like Carolina shit, but I think he was probably top 3 in the RB conversation coming out of college last year. I've got Blake Corum as my insurance policy for Kyron, and I also got Braylon Allen, the man I'm so hot on for insurance policy for Brees.
So I'll just read out your starting lineup. So Gussie picked Anthony Richardson.
Oh, that's
His
another.
QB.
Sorry, Anthony Richardson's also a little bit like.
That's a very ceiling high boom or bust pick.
Yeah.
Kyron and Kenneth Walker, his RBs. Tyreek and Mikey Evans at wide receiver, pretty solid there. Evan Ingram, very safe there. And his flexes, he's got, we went 2 flexes this year. We got Ridley and Montgomery at his flex.
The Monty pick's also a bit of insurance too, because Jameer Gibbs has that hamstring, the underlying hamstring injury. But Monty was still good last year, even when Gibbs was healthy.
I'm turning around on the Monty pick because, like, even if you just look at him as like a backup pick, he's the best backup pick in the league because we've seen what he
Yeah.
can do
It's
with
like
someone there.
It's
So
like AJ and Devontae. Like he'd be the equivalent of a Devontae Smith in a wide receiver slot.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the very yes because he will still produce with the other player.
Yeah.
But
I
if he
still
does
think
get injured, then
I
he's
still
gonna.
think it's a great side.
That's actually
I,
great.
I still
Yeah.
think it's a pretty good side there.
It is a good side.
I reckon I'll be a contender.
We'll move on to Flegger's team. So
The
he's
commissioner.
Commissioner
The
Flegger,
commissioner.
A B C D, which I did like. Also, I'm sorry, Gussie's team was named Cup My Balls with a K, which
I've
I
got to
also like
change that actually.
because you don't have Cup.
Nah, I'm still gonna keep it just because it's funny.
Oh, okay.
I want Cup D's nuts.
Oh, Cup T's though. We've got A B C D. So he's got Lamar. You can tell he's half his team is the same players from last year.
I
So he's a
wanted
very
Lamar.
loyal man.
I wanted Lamar or
Yeah.
Jalen.
So he's got Lamar, his QB, ETN and Josh Jacobs at his running backs. He's got CD and Waddle, wide receivers, Kincaid at tight end, along with Watson and 2 wide receiver flexes at Watson and Deontay Johnson, I believe.
Yes.
With the
Give us a run through.
what's your summary?
I'm honestly, it worked out perfectly.
He was
Like,
sweating leading up to this
I'd
draft.
done so many drafts, and I was picking CD at the 2, and then I would go double RB, and I kept missing out on ETN in the mock drafts, and I'd either pick up like a Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs or like a Kamara. Josh Jacobs was pretty much in that 3rd round. Always picked up just because I'm pretty hot on Josh Jacobs.
I wanted him as well. Not gonna lie.
Even though he didn't do much last year, I do think he's going to do better. But yeah, getting ETN was pretty big for me. I was quite happy with that because Mitch took Devontae Adams, which was a bit of
I
a
did poach a few players from other members.
and then I got Dalton Kincaid at my tight end, which I highly rate.
What round did you pick him? Because that was good
I
value. I
picked
just don't
him
know if he
at
reached or not.
my
He was a stretch.
Oh, that's fine. 6 is
6. Because I go double RB and then wide receiver and a quarterback. So I got Lamar because I just wanted to get that right off. I just wanted that high value quarterback, and then Kincaid I think is in for a big season with Josh Allen not having like
Diggs.
crazy amount of options, and he's a good tight end, so he's going to be looking at him probably a fair bit of the time, similar to like a Kelsey type of role, I
Or
think.
a Laporta.
Yeah. So I think
That's why I went with Keon for that
yeah,
reason.
yeah,
Because the target room there is so high.
yeah,
someone's got to benefit from it. It's just
Who?
who. But I think
yeah,
Kincaid's probably honestly the safest
yeah.
to receive. It's just the receivers who's going to be next up.
And I think
I rate
I can't remember
Kincaid.
exactly, but I think towards the end of the year, Kincaid was coming
Yeah,
up a
100% he
fair
was.
bit as well. So
He was on the come up big time.
pretty excited for my season. Back it up, I reckon.
I'm so excited.
Actually, I may as well, even though he's not here, I'll quickly run down his team. He's very confident in this team.
Oh, he gave me
Aiden,
like a 5-minute
oh
video,
God,
like voice message last night,
he's like
telling me about who he drafted, and I was just felt like going, mate, I fucking wasn't in the draft room with you. I wasn't on Skype with you. I don't know who you picked.
Yeah.
Like I was there,
and he was chipping everyone for taking 10 seconds to pick, and then he would take an
and
hour
then
and
he
10
said,
for
so he
his
sat
last
here
pick.
3 or 4 weeks ago and goes, Mike Evans was my MVP in my team last year. And then he sits there last night after I drafted Mike Evans and goes, yeah, shit pick. Don't know how that's going to go.
Another thing, I'm not picking CMC first. He said that with a straight
Yeah.
face.
He's a fucking liar.
And as I read out his team, this is how it went. So he's got, actually, no, I'll read out his team and then I'll go by his draft. We won't give him too much time because he's not here. But so his name's Hawk Tour, Aiden. He's got Jalen Hurst at the QB. He took McCaffrey first and Derrick Henry, a bit of a reach in his second, I believe.
I rate the Henry pick though. I'm sorry.
No, I do. It's
I
at number
do.
20. I don't mind that. But then I don't rate this one. Olave and Rashid Rice at his starting receivers.
That's gonna fucking hurt
Trey
him.
McBride at his tight end, and Kirk and Cooper at his flex. But in all honesty, objectively, where do you see his weaknesses are? Looking at that, I like Rice, but I don't like an Olave,
I
a
don't like
Rice, and
Olave.
Kirk being 3 of your 4 starting spots.
Yeah.
But obviously his running backs are fucking pretty overworldly.
And yeah, he's got Jalen as the QB. But you might.
That top 3 he has QB RB RB.
That's
tough.
saved him.
I think
It's
it's. I
hard.
think
That's
it's.
a good foundation.
I think it's the same with Lamar. I guess with me, like getting Derek and then the Eagles getting Saquon. Will they take away from those potential touchdowns?
You know how I said about the tush push?
Mm.
I'm not the only one that thinks that it's actually not going to be in.
He's still on that.
No, I seriously,
They would have made a decision by now.
Yeah.
I don't think they have.
It's like a week to go. They're not
I
going to.
know. I don't think they have.
Yeah, because it's still a rule, mate.
Richo, best mate down on the coast, he thinks it's not
He-
on as well. I
Doesn't
want
mean
to.
he's right.
I'm getting an answer to that. I'm getting an answer to that. All right, keep on, boys.
I yeah, I actually think because they paid Barkley money and he's a better running back than Swift, they're going to give him more opportunities
Fucking
than
oath.
Hurts.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
think his rushing
Saquon's
touchdowns
gonna
are
be-
going to drop.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
gun.
But in saying that, I think Hurst is going to improve as a pass because he was banged up and they were pretty dog shit second half of the year last year. So I think it's going to balance out. But I can definitely see them feeding Saquon because they paid him money just to justify that.
Yeah.
As far as mine, I'm my teams. Well, let's read them out. So I got I think I was the last one to take QB. I took Jordan Love. Brees Hall was my first pick with Zamir White. Devontae and Marvin Harrison at wide receiver. Laporta at tight end, and DJ Moore and James Conner at my flex with the Jets defense.
Such a good team.
The more I think about it, I think I potentially reached on Zamir. But otherwise, I'm fairly happy with that.
The Zamir pick could have gone 2 ways.
I'm
Yeah.
knowing about because there was in that 6th round there was Connor who I ended up picking, but there was DeAndre Swift, which I don't regret. Aaron Jones though, I think he could be in for a bounce back with.
Minnesota.
Zamir, I love him rushing, but he's got a very small sample size to take him that high,
Where's your team at?
and he's not a pass catcher in PPR that might come back to.
Mm.
But in saying I got him in the 6th, 7th round, so I can't be. I settled for wide receivers.
The James Conner and Marvin Harrison thing, I think they're gonna haunt me this year because when we were in the
You
draft,
wanted Marvin Harrison that bad.
I didn't want him that bad,
You
but
said you revolved the whole
I
draft
had
around him.
not the whole draft. I had
Oh.
my next few picks
right.
around because that was who I was gonna take instead of Mike Evans. Wasn't take Marv instead of Mike.
Really?
See, they're interchangeable for me.
But then the next one was James Conner with, I think it was with Monty.
Yeah.
Was who I was looking at next.
I went a similar method with you. I made sure to pick up. I really wanted an IR spot, like with either Jonathan Brooks or Chubb, but I went
Did you
with
get Chubb?
my head. No, I went with my head because it was between Chubb or Benson, and I just want that insurance policy with Connor. So
Yeah.
I went with Benson, even though it hurt me to say. I wanted Chubb, but wasn't to be.
I think also, sorry, on mine as well, there was one that I did that I probably should have taken, and it was Keenan Allen. We talked about that.
Keenan's on my first bench spot, which I'm happy with my wide receiver depth. I've got Ladd and Keenan on my bench with Jaden Daniels, who I normally don't.
You've
pick.
got Keenan Allen. I thought you had it.
No, I want to trade for. I want
Oh,
to trade
yeah,
him
that's
for
right,
Keenan.
right,
I like Keenan.
Yeah.
I fucking love.
Well,
Keenan.
you got
think
DJ
that
Moore as
swung
well,
the
didn't
other
you?
way too far. Yeah. So I've got it. The way I sort of took Keenan was because I think someone's going to benefit in that Chicago one.
Yeah.
Just a
I'm
matter
honestly
of
not as
who.
high on DJ as last year because he's not the only one taking targets.
Yeah.
But I think someone's going to benefit because Caleb can actually throw the ball, unlike Hurts.
Yeah, DJ was so good last year because he was literally that one
He's just
player.
the one they threw it up
Just the
to.
one guy.
But he was never consistent even at that one.
No, but that's more because I think the
I think
Bears
that's
are just
QB issues.
Yeah.
I
Bears
think.
were just dog shit. Not just Jalen Fields. Fields, but just the Bears in general.
We
Their
had a
offense was shit.
couple new boys in the comp too.
We did, and
Auto drafters, and their teams are fucking good.
so
They're real good.
Boz, who he would have had a crack team. He's got, but he
4-4
I think he might have had a big
QBs.
night out because he's overseas, and
He's at a rave as well.
he's at a rave mid draft, and he's whether he picked it or not, he took Josh Allen at 5,
You like this?
but then he's got Patty Mahomes on his bench. So, but honestly, his team, regardless of that, is still somehow insane. And also Jared Leonard, he's got a very well-rounded team as well. So
Yeah,
hopefully they
that's
go
right.
well because it's good to see. Hopefully they get the itch and get a bit more involved like all of us did last year. But in for a big year. We'll keep you updated quickly with a quick round update, I reckon, each week with our fantasy team.
I'm
But,
already in the shit,
but
boys.
Gussie's very
I'm in the
he's
shit.
high and then he's low. He's
No,
like
no, no, not for
oh,
this.
you mean with
At
at
home.
home life?
At home life with everything.
What
Told-
did you lock her in the room during the draft or something?
No, she stayed in the room. I was in the lounge room. I said it should only take about half hour because I didn't know there was an hour and a half pick. So then we
Yeah.
had all the autos, and then she comes out and she's like, "Half hour my ass," and I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, it did go on for
That's
ages.
Got up
funny
this morning
as.
for the podcast, and she goes, "And there you go again.
Uh.
You're leaving me for the podcast."
I gotta do what I gotta do,
And I was
Rocky.
like, "Babe, you know that it's that time of season. Like,
It's
you
like
know,
Rocky
you're not going to
lacing up.
fully get me."
It's like Rocky lacing up. The gloves are getting Rocky 4. Like I gotta do what I gotta do, Tom. It's my life.
Oh, Tan, this is my life.
But anyways, this is what I'm excited about. We can actually. I was thinking, what are we gonna? What we surely we can talk about the season start, but there's going to be a game. But by the time there's the next podcast, so we can finally do our game predictions and reviews. So be a quick one. But we've got a very fucking great game that I'm keen on. I'm getting hyped up here. What have we got? We made it. We made it. Back. A cracking game.
Yes.
A cracking game. Who I think will be in the top contention. Both teams, obviously. We got Ravens at Chiefs, I believe. First of all,
Yes.
who quick
It's at
quick
Chiefs
Yeah.
I believe it's at Chiefs, yeah.
ceremony.
Quick we'll go first, then we'll talk about it. Game prediction, score prediction, winner.
Ravens.
Baltimore
Yep.
by 6.
I'm going Ravens by 3. I'll go 27-24.
Oh, you want score 2?
Oh,
Sorry.
well. Oh, whatever.
I'm going 21-15.
Oh,
I don't have the right math to work out what the actual scores get to, so I'll do something that's like not even possible. I've got Ravens though, and I think they'll win by exactly 1 field goal. I mean, not field goal, touchdown.
7 points.
7.
Okay.
So maybe I fucked up. 6 points doesn't make
6
sense.
points without a field goal.
2 field goals.
No, you could have got a 7 point and then they went for a 2 for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm like
14-21.
too confident with
By the
it.
sound of it.
14-21. That'll be me. 14-21.
Sweet. I reckon Chiefs are always, it seems like the Super Bowl ones always get a bit of a hangover. They take a bit to get going. That's why I'm leaning towards Ravens. I think they'll be keen to showcase Derrick Henry and
Yeah.
really run down their throats, which Kansas sort of has a bit of struggle with sometimes when you take the ball away from a home. So I think they got a good personnel to really take on the Chiefs,
It's a pretty good opening match.
mate.
And
Another
the Ravens just have more want to beat them in that
Yeah, they're
one
going to
game
be
as
up
well.
for this
Like,
game as well.
I think the Ravens last year were a little bit hard done by with where they have it. Like they could have been there. They had the team and the tools to win last year, and now
They had some bad injuries as well.
yeah, now they have Derrick Henry
Marky
though.
Mark's back. I think he's ready to play week
Marky
1.
Andrews is
Yeah.
back. He's gonna be. I think he's gonna be great there.
They had Gus Edwards, Dobbins were all injured by the end of then.
Isaiah Likely.
They likely had to come in, so they
He
only
was
got 2
good.
tight
Isaiah
end
Likely
sets.
was great.
I was just going to say, but
Zay Flowers?
notable out for Chiefs is
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown. He's been ruled out week 1, potentially longer with a nagging shoulder issue. So it'd be
4
Worthy and
weeks, is
Rasheed
it?
White. It's only been ruled out week 1, but
Yeah.
it's been played in all preseason. So I wouldn't be surprised if
I think Xavier Worthy's gonna be. I think
he's going to be
benefit.
slotted into the number.
I am keen to see that actually.
Same
I'm
because
keen to
his
see.
pace, man, is fucked.
Yeah, but he's
Well-
also about 70 kilos.
His size is tiny, man.
But
So
small.
it'll be good though because I was worried about him and Hollywood being the exact same player basically, just with Hollywood being more experienced. But since Hollywood's out, he's going to be running those like fade routes and straight down the field, so he may get a big involvement.
reckon
which we could
Rasheed
see.
will be still wide receiver
Oh,
1 there.
100%. Yeah. I actually rate that pick from Aiden. Yeah, unless they suspend him halfway through the year. It looks like he's not going to get suspended.
He's not, apparently.
So he's definitely playing week 1. And
How good's
any
that,
any
eh?
wide receiver 1 that can catch
He
with
got in that
Mahomes.
crash, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, how good's that?
Yeah.
Go have a fucking car accident
Yeah,
and,
no,
and flee the
not like the
scene and
NRL, no fault,
no punishment.
no guilt, no whatever the fuck it is, no fault, no
Unreal.
stand down,
Might go to America.
Bit of change here.
no repercussions. Oh, you know Mahomes? Yeah, you sign an autograph, sign my football.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sweet.
You want to come to the first game in a box?
In
No
a box,
worries.
2 tickets or unlimited nachos. That's
That's
exactly
not
what
even hot
happened.
dogs. It's nachos.
Yeah, they go, no, we can't do
Just chips with cheese sauce.
can't do drinks, can't do drinks. But
Oh,
yeah, that'll be a quick little intro one, but we're very excited for that one. We're also introducing a new segment this week. I think I'm very keen. I think Gussie's keen as well. I think the whole world
very
is
keen.
they're getting they've got nimble loans out. They've got all the cash they could get from their grandma's piggy bank. They're ready to put in this money for the next 5 minutes about what Flegger's going to say. Mr.
I've-
Nostradamus.
I've signed up for 4 or 5 different betting agencies so I can get their weekly bonuses so I can put them on Flegger's tips. So take us away.
Take us away. Bear of Wall Street, Flegger's best bets for the week and the season upcoming.
Righto. Welcome everyone to Bear of Wall Street. Here we have we're going to do multis. We're all about value here. I will be putting on my own money here. Like I'm not just throwing you guys in the dark.
You're not putting the company's money on? You're not putting G'day
Nah,
Gridiron's money on?
We're
You're
gonna-
all your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got the Ravens versus the Chiefs. We're taking the Ravens in a head-to-head straight out. We've got Patrick Mahomes for 200 passing yards, Lamar 150 passing yards, Travis Kelce 50 plus receiving yards, Derrick Henry over 67 rushing
Big
yards,
multi.
Derrick Henry for an anytime touchdown, Mark Andrews 40 plus yards,
Oof.
and Zay Flowers 40 plus yards, and that takes you to a 20-1 odds.
Holy shit.
So, fellas, if I've chucked a fiver on it every week, it'll just be a fiver.
Yep.
That's giving me
Responsible.
$100. And we're all about slips, not tips, not slips. All right. No one likes the guy who just sends their winnings in. You want the tips first.
You need, yeah.
Also, we might keep it running total. What do you, mate?
Yeah, we'll do a
A spreadsheet.
my break even at the end of the season. We'll see how it is. How many weeks that it is?
I love that.
So probably
16
20.
weeks. So
probably about
$5
20.
times 16.
Looking at 80
One-
bucks.
That's
80
yeah,
bucks,
80
so-
bucks.
Not too bad.
If I win this, I've already
You're already in front. You just need to get
I'm
one.
already
You
up
just need to
20,
win once.
so-
I like this segment.
I like
Yeah.
it.
I like it.
So everyone, yeah, that's your multi. I'll pop it up right here. If you can
Love
get
it.
on it.
Keep us posted.
I can love it. That's so good. Gamble responsibly.
Yeah, of
Fuck, no,
course.
put your mortgage on it.
And
Don't do
if
that.
you're not 18, just get your older brother to do it or something
Just
like
use
that.
your mum's credit card. Take it from her first. Wrapping up our fantasy segment. Well, first of all, thanks Flegger for
No worries.
improving our financial status.
Exactly.
But we're wrapping up our fantasy. Actually, great timing because the season's about to start. We're wrapping up our fantasy rankings.
Position wise.
Yeah, position wise. We're not going to do kickers, I don't think. But unanimously in the big tight ends, they can block, they can run, they can drink beers, they can kiss babes, they can do everything. So I think it's fairly straightforward this one compared to other ones. So we're only really doing see how we go. I've got top 15 here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't do it 15.
Who wants to start?
Yeah, I'll just go.
left to right.
Go left to right. Let's keep the same.
And
You're
we're
right.
not,
You're
we're
right.
not
Yeah.
going Aiden's 5
That's
to 1.
right. You're
Yeah,
right.
1
Let's
to
not
5.
overthink it.
How many do we want first?
First 5.
5? All right. So I'll start from 1.
Yep.
I've got Laporta, Kelsey. I've got Kincaid at 3, Little at 4, and Andrews at 5.
Little.
Oh, Kittle, sorry.
Fuck. I was like, is there a new tight end on the block I don't know about?
It auto-corrected to Little when I wrote it.
Jacob Liddell.
I read that out. I was like, who the fuck's Little? Yeah, no, Kittle.
Okay. I've got 1 Laporta, 2 Kelsey, 3 McBride, 4 Mark Andrews, and 5 Dalton Kincaid.
I got Kelsey at 1.
Oh,
I've got Laporta at 2. I've got Marky Andrews at 3. I've got McBride at 4. And I'm going to go Evan Ingram at 5.
Okay.
Non-biased standpoint. Legit non-biased standpoint there.
All right.
I was umming about Trey. That was probably the hardest one for me. Was
Trey
McBride
was
or Mark
Trey
Andrews.
was so hard.
It's
for
only just
me.
because I feel like it'll take a few weeks to get started. But
Mm.
yeah, I can definitely see come playoffs, Mark's up there.
Yeah.
Honestly, what can we talk about? With top three, top two are definitely set in
Yeah.
stone. It's really 1A, 1B,
And then like I feel like from like 3 to 10 almost is just like
interchangeable.
Yeah.
anyone can put up 10 there
Mm-hmm.
easily.
I'm actually more interested in the next one, so we'll just go straight to 6 to 10, I reckon.
Yep. So I've got Trey McBride, Evan Ingram, David Njoku, Kyle Pitts, and Jakey Ferg.
Okay.
That's good.
I've got 6 Ingram, 7 Kyle Pitts, 8 Georgie Kittle, 9 Jakey Ferg, and 10 Brock Bowers.
Brocky Bowers.
6, I've got Georgie Kittle. 7, I've got Kincaid. 8, I've got George Kittle. I mean, Kyle Pitts. Sorry, stuck on my 49ers. I've got Kyle Pitts, Jakey Ferg, and then Njoku.
Okay. I just put Brock Bowers in the top 10 purely because, like, what was he, first
He's
rounder?
got a high ceiling,
He's
man.
got a high ceiling, and I just wanted to take high ceiling over Njoku. But Njoku could definitely be a bit of a boom or bust player there as well. So
Yep.
I have moved up with Kyle Pitts, I hate to say.
Just because of the QB
I
situation.
looked at his first year. His touchdowns have been awful, but that's because Falcons are just shit. But he had 1,000 yards his rookie season as a tight end. Like,
What?
That talent there is insane. He's still 23, so
He was so good at
I'm banking
Florida,
on.
man.
Yeah, he's like, I can't remember how many tight ends besides Laporta have been picked in the first for ages. So I
Who-
think the talent's just there. I'm
Who
betting on the
got
talent.
Kyle Pitts?
That's a good question.
Because I was contemplating between Evan Ingram and Kyle Pitts for
Yeah.
my.
Well, I got
fantasy.
Laporta because I didn't really like anyone in the third round. So,
Tight ends
oh
after.
no, I believe it was Seb. I think Seb got him. Yeah, it was.
I had him last year and he just fucked me. But
Yeah.
it's
Falcons
it's
are
so
shit.
so
Oh,
different this year though.
I did think he was going to be more like better this year, but I still took
Yeah, we know
Kincaid.
Kirk Cousins loves his tight ends with TJ Hawkinson looking like Gronkowski out there. He was playing.
TJ
So,
killed it last year under Kirk when he was there.
and we'll wrap it up. We'll go 11 to 15.
I didn't do
Do
my 11 to 15, but
That's
I'll just say shout out to Brocky Bowers.
Okay.
11 A, B, C, D, and E. I went Njoku 11. I reckon this is a sneaky one. Pat Fairmouth from Steelers.
Ooh,
Dalton Schultz 13. 14 Goddard, who the Eagles tight end, and 15 TJ Hawkinson.
Rocky Bowers. I got Schultz, Hawkinson, got it, and then I'm going Hunter Henry.
Hunter. Oh yeah, I rate that. He's pretty talented if he's healthy. Yeah, I really wanted Hawkinson in my R spot. I think he's going to be a sneaky one to come back healthy.
Just the QB thing.
Just the QB
worries
thing,
me.
and Kirk I think inflates tight ends that much. So, yeah, I just left him down there, but I would have loved to have him in the IR spot. But honestly, boys, there's not really much to say. That
Yeah.
one bit sort of lackluster, but tight ends they're always safe. They're always got a good floor. So,
They're not.
what do you expect from the tight end list?
They're just consistent.
Just
they're not
consistent.
like they're a body you need out there.
Yeah, the
But they're
first
not
guy
doing-
in, last guy out.
They're not doing fucking the Hail Mary
Gritty
plays.
stuff.
Nah.
You look at George Kittle. He's a lineman. He's a receiver. It would be cool if they could somehow integrate blocking into the fantasy.
Yeah.
Because, Kittle was like a gun blocker, but then Cole Pitts won't even
Yeah.
put hands on someone's shoulder.
He's just more of a route
Yeah.
type.
Or like Gronk versus
tight end.
Kelsey, like that sort of situation. But it'd be very fucking hard to do that.
Also, are we changing days for the viewers out there?
Oh,
I meant to address this
Yeah.
before. Are we
Didn't
changing
think
the
about that.
days for once the comp starts? Or are we keeping Sundays and we'll recap?
Oh, I guess we'll still release it at the same time, so they won't really know any difference.
Yeah, true.
So,
We can block that part
look
out.
at that.
Yeah,
That's all
true.
good.
Yeah, we'll work that
I was
out
meant to
later.
ask you before, but I forgot.
No, that's fine. We can work it out.
Sweet.
Now, it's not really March. It's definitely not March. But I got inspired for some reason about March Madness lately, boys. I don't know
March
why. I just like a
Madness.
little. Actually, it might have even been the footy. I was thinking about the knockout, Curry knockout, and all that's coming up. And I don't mind a little tournament elimination style. And I was thinking, what could we do that, like, with the season coming up? What can we celebrate that's a little bit underrated? And I think it's the mascots. The mascots, I looked them up. I'll be honest. I thought, I was thinking, well, we can just look at the logos and that will explain the mascots. But
Complete.
got some flavour. They got some character. They got some history behind them. But there is 4 teams that don't have a mascot. I did include one unofficially. But this week we're going to rank. Oh, actually, how will you say this?
Who would wins?
Yeah, this week we're going to do a death match between NFL mascots. So, boys, bit of context. You can all match this, obviously, up to your personal.
I'm not being rude either. I got to put it on my phone because that's.
Yeah, it's
Oh
fine.
no, I can do that. That's all right. I don't know what Aiden was whinging
So
about.
just quickly, are we doing T-Rack versus Freddie Falcon? Or are we just looking
No,
at
no.
them
So
all and then...
I'll explain that
That was.
now.
I thought we would. That's not
So
a bad way to do it.
no, yeah. So I'll explain how I set it up here in a minute. Once I just get the media working here.
I would love to know the concept behind a cat for the Titans, if that's what you call it, a cat.
Yes, exactly.
There's no way.
It's a
Nah,
raccoon, I believe.
is that
T-Rack.
a bandicoot?
Rack.
Bandicoot, yeah, it's something along those lines. It's definitely not a Titan.
Okay, Gussie, if you could do the honors
Honours?
there.
That's another thing. Like last week we talked about, like or the other week for the logos.
Yeah,
They could do so much more with that.
that could have had a cool mascot. Like I know,
Like he could have been in and had a sword and shit. Like
We will talk about that.
We
So
you go on camera one.
yeah, just show the viewers about. So this is a rough setup. It's a pure March Madness bracket. It's completely random as well. So you'll see Titans versus Falcons, Panthers versus Cardinals. Winner moves on. The loser dies in a fatal death.
He trembles.
His families are given a fruit basket and congratulations, thank you for your service. You can probably you want to keep it. Actually, I'll explain it first, and we'll go back to the bracket if that's okay, Gussie. Thank you, mate. So the context. So essentially, yeah, it's a fight. So it's violence. Who is most aggressive? But you can all base that on how you want.
Are we taking weapons into consideration if they
I
have
think
if
everything,
they're
yeah.
if they're with if
they've
they
got-
have
so.
if
something?
they've got a weapon in their hand, you go.
And like, are we taking for the Falcon? Are we taking all his like a real Falcon?
You're thinking him as a
saying
like
literally?
proper bird.
Yeah, are we doing literally like if that
This is
Falcon
what
is
I
in
want to
real
explain.
life?
I reckon we
is
go.
he-
Yeah, that's how
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
But then we don't want to take too literally though as well. If you see, say, a lion up there, a lion would win most
oh
fights.
fucking no.
But if it looks like a very, very simple,
Old
very,
lion.
very
Yeah,
old,
yeah.
like bit scared
little.
lion, then I'm going to still pick a falcon over him because
Yeah.
he's got that street smarts.
100%.
Yeah. So I do take it literally, but I think we need to take the toughness and the individuality.
This is the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at that, and then you animate him into a thing. What do I think that's
Okay,
going to
sweet. We all have our own things.
So if it's a happy looking thing, if it's an angry looking thing, and then
Yeah.
you turn that into an animation,
sweet.
what do you think?
Sometimes
I think we're all on the same board.
Sometimes the most gruesome killers can be the happiest
Exactly.
people. Look
Exactly.
at fucking,
Yeah.
Look at OJ.
and look at
Russell Wilson.
Yes.
What?
I don't know. I thought I heard something hiss, and I swear to God. Or like, look at Hernandez.
Yes.
Fuck, he's walking around like this the whole time.
Nah, but he was a bit quirky.
Quirky. That's a nice way to put it. He just had something. He's a bit quirky. He's a bit different.
He's a
You
bit
warm up
Christian,
to him.
bit Christian,
Bit
quirky.
clumsy.
So if you will do the honors, please. Oh, hang on. Let me reset this.
Do we need to get those up?
No, I think
Do we need it?
we can just create a reel and I'll put them up.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
that's fine.
Okay, sweet.
So we can see here the viewers, but we'll edit it in our reels and stuff. The actual what we're looking at. First up, we've got Titans versus Falcons. So we've got T-Rack versus Freddie Falcon. First of all, before we jump in, what the fuck is T-Rack? Reckon that's a raccoon? I reckon it's a raccoon actually.
Oh, that's actually true,
Yeah,
because it's T-Rack.
Yeah.
T-Rack.
raccoon.
But why a raccoon? And I'm just going to get off the bat. Freddie Falcon's
Freddie
absolutely just
Falcon.
I'm going
drawing.
Freddie. That's unanimous.
Yeah,
I reckon unanimous. Yeah. He
unanimous.
T-Rack just looks like he's on speed, and he wouldn't have any style about him. So
Sir Purr.
we got Panthers versus Cardinals. We got Sir Purr versus Big Red. This is a stomp for Big Red.
Yes, Big Red is absolutely eating him
He's
alive.
pecking his eyes out. I
I'm
reckon.
going Sir Purr.
Oh, him.
He's a panther.
He's a zesty
But
panther.
look
Look
at
at
the panther
him.
though. That's a panther.
He goes nightclubbing. He doesn't want any smoke.
That's a panther
He
that
looks
grew
like
up.
the guy that's going to put a roofie in your drink and then kill you.
Oh, I guess we're taking that into context.
Nah, all right. I'll go with the team.
Big Red's from the streets. He's
Big
had some
Red.
military
Yeah.
experience,
He's
I reckon.
hyped, didn't he?
Sir Purr looks like he's been raised by 3 teenage girls.
Fucking hell.
He looks like someone from the Disney Channel.
Jets don't have a mascot.
So Jets don't actually have a mascot. They're one of the 4 teams that
Let's
don't.
give him one.
Wait, hold up. Ready? Just quickly. I'm just going to get a mascot up for the Jets.
I don't care who it comes up. I think Toro's a fucking look at him.
Pretty tough,
So it's
man.
Jets versus Texans,
What if it was a jet
and
and it had missiles and shit?
And
All
yeah,
right,
that's what I mean.
everyone. So, on the Jets theme, I've gone for the Essendon Bombers.
Show the
this
viewers at
is-
home.
Hold up, let me get it.
Essendon Bombers.
See, should I get the Cardone or the actual mascot?
No, I got the cartoon.
Cardone. All right.
Oh,
So,
you might have
how am
to.
I showing this? Who should?
Go up with the camera. Get it up. Go right up there. No, go out there. Get a bit closer.
Looks like something from Despicable Me.
Looks like a mosquito.
Yeah, it looks like a mozzie.
Yeah. Oh. I've
Yeah,
still
we're
got
still going Toro.
Still got-
So yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Thanks for doing it for us.
Thank you for
nice.
the viewers. So we got Texans. Okay, so we got Steelers and the Eagles. So Steelers are Steely
Holy
McBean
That's
He
a tough
looks
one.
like Woody.
or Swoop. This is a very hard one. So Steely McBean looks like he has like a pack of darts when he's working at the steel mill.
Yeah, he's
But
tough.
Swoop looks like a jock, like a roided up eagle.
Oh.
This
So
is a tough
this is a
first
tough
round
first
matchup.
rounder.
I
These
reckon Steely's like a Kirk Cousins and
Steely's
Swoop's like a Gronkowski.
This is where we might have to take literally into it.
I think
I'm
I'm
going
going
Swoop.
Steely
Fuck,
because Steely, mate, he's not getting knocked
Look at
out.
the
Look at that,
chin
look
on
at
him.
that
I
chin.
should,
Yeah,
I should be going Steely.
His
I
chin.
definitely should be
Yeah.
going Steely.
He's got a if we're taking the beam, he's holding like a girl, fucking like a literal beam in his left arm there.
Yeah,
So
I
it's a
think
human versus a bird.
That's what I mean. If we want to take literally in the sense,
He looks like Woody.
I think I'm taking Steely. I reckon he'll bite your ear off. He'll fight
Yeah.
dirty.
Steely could. Mate, a peck isn't going to affect him. He's carrying beams.
Nah,
of
but it's
steel.
not the peck that it's the actual claws
Oh,
of the
true, the
eagle.
talons, whatever they
like
call 'em.
when they
Mate, I think he's swinging that
They're-
beam and
those
going,
nails on those
he's gonna
things,
try and
bro, are like
batter up.
that long,
Yeah.
and they wrap around. Fuck, I'm going Swoop.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
going
Looks like
Steely.
Swoop looks like Saquon.
I think I'm going Steely.
probably is Saquon.
Well, you're the decider, Face.
Yeah, I
He
said
said
Steely.
Steely.
You're going Steely.
You were the
Well,
decider.
Ah,
that's fine, that's
shit.
unfortunate. That's a tough first
That is
rounder.
really tough.
So we got actually division rivals. We got Bengals versus Ravens.
This
So we got
Ravens could have
Houday,
been
the
deadly.
tiger, or the Bengal, and Poe, the Raven.
How is Poe a raven? Poe's the panda of Kung Fu.
Hey, he was there first.
I think Poe and that.
I think Poe looks a bit overweight. He's not in off-season shape. He's not in
Yeah.
playing shape.
Holy fuck, is that a 4XL? It's a 4XL pretty shirt.
Poe's a bit disappointing when I looked him up
Poe
because
is-
when you look at the logo of the Raven, he looks mean. He looks like the Big
Yeah.
Red.
He was top tier.
You would imagine
Looking at Poe, he just looks a bit, like a family man.
Yeah.
Does his
he
8 hours, goes
definitely
home,
does,
plays with the kids.
absolutely.
I'm going Houday.
Yeah,
I'm going
Houday.
Houday.
Like Poe could have been like the
Could've been
Atlanta.
so
Could have
mean.
been like Atlanta. Like
Yeah, yeah.
They could have chiseled him up.
Could have chilled him up so
fiercely.
bad. So Bengals move on.
Holy.
We got this is my
Holy-
favorite mascot.
This
We
is
got Jaguars.
so fucking
We got
fucked.
Jaguars versus Rams, and the name is Jackson DeVille.
The name's cool.
Or we got Rampage the Ram.
I think this is the Aaron Hernandez of the mascots.
He's got CTE, that Jaguar.
I'm going Rampage, eh?
But first of all, can we just appreciate we're watching?
Why is he in a
He's in a
G-banger?
tree string and an ATV.
That's crazy.
And why is he got a Santa hat covering his old fella at the front?
Yeah.
Look, if we're going on character, it's Jackson DeVille all day. But I think Rampage, he's not messing about. He's going to use those horns and go straight to that
One
where that
hand.
Santa hat is.
Yeah.
He's gonna rip that G-banger off.
So I'm going Rampage. So Chargers are one of the 4 that are unofficial, but we've got Boltman versus Ragnar the Viking.
I think I'm
This
going
is tough.
This
Old man
is
just
tough.
looks a bit weird. It looks like that the mask.
It looks like a cheese,
like the green that
cheese head.
I'm going
Yeah.
Boltman.
I'm going Ragnar.
Oh, I'm the decider. Fuck.
I'm going Boltman purely because he's the first one to be holding something, and they look like electric bolts, and he can use them
True.
as a weapon.
I think they're just like
All right, we'll disregard what they are. We'll take mine into consideration. But then you got that Viking, that era
that
of
Viking
was
blood,
a dog,
and he's not like the Raven where he doesn't match up with the character. Like this looks like an actual Viking. You know what I
Well, he
mean?
could, but
Yeah.
he could potentially use the horns on his helmet too
Mm.
to stab
I
you.
think I'm going Ragnar.
Yeah, I said Ragnar as well.
Holy fuck, is that his name?
Ragnar.
Ragnar.
Name like
just
Ragnar.
Ragnarok.
That's the main character of
Of-
the Vikings
Vikings,
TV
so-
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm changing.
Okay, sweet,
Ragnar.
unanimous. So we got Bills versus Lions. So we got Billy Buffalo or Roy the Lion.
Yeah, definitely Roy.
Definitely Roy.
I will say
Looks like
Billy
him.
just looks like he's from a Disney movie.
Yeah,
But
It
Roy,
should be
I reckon.
Billy sums up the buff. So
Boz the Buffalo.
Why is he so blue?
Billy looks like Boz.
Why is Billy so blue?
Their uniforms blue. I guess.
Yeah, I
do
know,
you
but
think this has any relation to Buffalo Bill? Billy Buffalo, Buffalo Bill?
from the movie.
No, isn't the
That's
Oscar?
a
Oh,
Buffalo.
Buffalo Bill.
Oh, Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill was off Silence of the Lambs.
I'm getting vibes like Monsters Inc. Mike.
Yeah.
I mean, not
true,
Mike,
Actually
but
does.
Sully.
Sully.
Sully, yeah.
And also Billy just looks like someone like the kids could go hug. Whereas Roy, I will say Roy looks like
Oh.
more of a pretty boy
Roy looks like he's just
for a
staying on
line.
business.
You reckon?
Yeah.
In comparison to this cunt, looks like he just fucking.
I reckon
had
Roy
3
only goes through
trips.
for me personally because Billy's just so
Look, I don't
shit.
even think I'd let my kids hug Billy. He just looks.
Billy looks like he owns a
looks
white
like he's
van.
taking it home, eh?
Okay, we're going Roy. Next one, please, Flag.
Ooh.
So we got Broncos v Colts,
That's a
the
Bronco
battle of the
right there.
horses. We got Buck versus Blue. I think this is a landslide stomp
Yeah.
by Buck.
100%.
Blue looks like he's sort of got something on with him.
What's the front bum doing there for him for the blue? With that,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
muff at the front of it.
Look at the build on the Bronco
Look at the
versus.
chin on the bar, man.
He's He's like a D1 wrestler, I reckon.
It's like Dorito versus upside down Dorito.
And look at the gun. Blue shouldn't. He just looks like he's just.
Why are they doing him like that?
Yeah.
I'm going Buck.
It's Buck by. He's putting him in a suplex. He's having his way with him.
Suplexing.
And what are those? He should have at least had like a nose ring.
Yeah, true. Yeah, like a big.
Yet again, the NFL things they've just missed.
And
Great
when I think Indianapolis, I think
opportunities.
like tough, gritty, and then they just have blue.
Yeah.
Like
They're where did we rate their logos? Because that's
pretty shit.
Shit too.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
low.
a horseshoe.
But Buck
Yeah.
moves on. I think he's he's almost 1 seed. Honestly, Buck looking at him, he's up
Buck
there.
is
Packers no mascot,
Holy
but we have Commanders Major Tutty, who's a pig
holy moly.
with an army helmet.
That's a weird build. Eh?
That's a weird build.
What
Why
the
is his
fuck?
oblique so? Why is he shaped like an inverted V?
Why is he a
Yeah.
pig?
True, that's another question. All these questions.
Imagine can
Imagine
we?
the old Redskin mascot.
I was
they
about to
coulda
say,
had, man.
what was the Redskins mascot?
I would take that any day of the week.
You'd have like a bowl and shit. I
That'd
reckon.
be
I'll
dangerous.
have a look on my phone real quick.
That
But
was
by
dangerous.
I can't imagine a Packer would be that tough of a mascot anyway. So
Yeah.
I think
They'll
we just
put
go
a
Major
they'll
Tutty.
put a window packer.
Kerry Packer.
That's all a Russell packer. That's all I think of when someone says a packer.
Sorry, just go back up, Flag. So we
Trying to
got
work out.
Browns versus Giants. Giants, funny enough, don't have a mascot as well. New
I
York's
think
really
the,
slipping
I
the
think
ball.
the Giants go through.
Giants.
Just even though
Brownie Elf is terrible.
I don't know, he looks like a street smart thief. I reckon.
He
Brownie.
looks like Elf on the Shelf.
True.
Elf on this.
True. I reckon he'll shiv you.
He looks not right.
Yeah, exactly. That's who you want in a fight.
Or do we want the GWS Giants mascot?
That looks fucking
Could do the GWS Giants.
I like Brownie.
Brownie's
Look at him. He's got those eyes. He'd be like from a horror movie.
Yeah, he does look like he
He'll
looks
stab
like.
you.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! It's that weirdness. That really
Exactly. He'll
does.
He'll
That
smile at you when he's punching the
that's
shit
the-
out
I
of you.
wouldn't let my kids touch him. Actually, no way.
No way.
Yeah, he's definitely got a knife in his back pocket.
Purely based on edginess factor, I would pick Brownie.
Jeez.
Okay, this is
Holy
it.
Jesus, that
First
is
of all,
crazy.
Kansas City dropped the
Holy.
ball on. So we got next up. We got Chiefs versus Bucks.
It's just
So-
a poorly made outfit as well.
That's KC Wolf. Yeah, right.
That is sick.
the Redskins
Yeah, bro.
show.
They fought in an Indian chief hat and everything, and human being as well. Like
Human
no,
being. It's a real person.
like yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
I've worded it
No,
wrong,
no,
but
yeah,
like
yeah. Not
there's
like a.
one.
not
It's
a-
just
It's a
he's dressed
outfit.
up on a horse.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
that's
cool.
pretty
He strolls into the promised lands on
It's
that.
probably not even his out. That's his daily outfit.
So we got KC Wolf,
I
who
thought it
I
was a
will
mouse,
say
to be honest.
is so. It looks like just a
How the fuck is that a wolf?
It's a
man?
possum
It looks
or
like a great
mouse.
Great.
I thought a mouse.
Yeah, I thought
Which,
mouse
so
as
I
well.
think first of all, just get this out of the way. They dropped the ball really bad there, Kansas City.
Because they could have
Um,
been a chief as well.
But we got the Bucks, Captain Fear. Captain
Oh,
Fear.
God.
Yeah, Captain Fear.
We love Bucks like
He's
mascots and stuff.
mad.
Hey,
He's
So
sick.
I don't think Captain Fear's making it very far. He looks like a bit
do you
seasick.
reckon?
You know?
True, a bit anemic. No, but I reckon he cuts
Oh,
KC
my
Wolf's head
God,
off.
What is this?
So we've got
Oh.
Battle of the Americas teams. We've got Pats versus
I
Cowboys. We
can't
got
believe Cowboys have a weird looking mascot
we
for
got-
such an iconic team.
so we got Pat Patriot versus Rowdy, and I will say Cowboys once again are stuck in the 80s because look at the fucking
yeah,
cartoon look of
I'm
Rowdy.
definitely going Pat here.
I'm going Pat.
Pat, look
man.
at him pointing out too.
He calling him out. Look at that.
He's calling him out.
Look at that Buzz Lightyear like face, like
Yeah.
that chin,
Yeah.
man. He looks like he can take a few on there.
I reckon
Yeah.
Rowdy's got those old like blank revolvers that just shoot blanks.
I'd love
Yeah,
to
he
see.
looks like the type of mascot that goes, "Meet me around the corner. We won't fight. We'll have a different type
Let's
of
just.
Look at him.
That's
It looks like a discount Las Vegas mascot. So yeah, I'm going. I actually didn't have a chance, boys.
It
So
looks like
apologies.
Goofy on crack.
I missed out on these last 6 teams because I ran out of time for our sake. We got Seahawks versus Bears. So I'm not sure if you boys have a free photo. You want to go off or just go purely off? The Seahawk is menacing. I will say that.
The Bears would be just like a fluffy bear.
Seahawks is he's a very like big red
Ooh.
sort of vibe.
The Bears is pretty good.
Is he? Can I see the bear, please?
It's an angry looking bear.
Oh,
The Seahawks mad.
I think this is where the literal.
The Seahawk is
Yeah.
sick.
That's a tough first
Look at
rounder.
that. Oh fuck.
I think this is where we take literally in the
I
sense.
think I'm
Where
going
a
the
bear
bear
will
here.
just.
I think I just like the Seahawk because he's got
The
shit under his
character-wise,
arm.
yeah.
Like, that's
cool.
mad.
It is cool.
And he's got a bit of an angry face.
Oh, like look and design.
It's a bit like a Maggie, eh?
He's if anyone else, he probably would have made it out the first round, but
Yeah.
I think I got to go bear.
Righto,
Okay,
there it
we
is.
got Saints. So last 2 matchups in the first round, we got Saints versus Raiders.
What are you doing, Raider or Saints?
Raiders.
You doing Raiders?
Apologies to the viewers, I didn't get these last 4 straight up.
Come on with the Canberra Raiders.
The Saints are dog.
I was gonna say, I reckon
There's
the Saints.
two.
The Raiders looks a bit weird, eh?
There's two.
If it's a left one, I'm going left.
There's two of them.
That's the Raider.
No, I'm going Saints.
Saints is mad. Look at this guy. The helmet on.
The last match, actually, I'd like to see the Dolphins and the Niners one. So this is Dolphins versus Niners.
Where you going, Flag?
You can go Niners, mate.
Thanks, mate.
The last of the first round matchup. I reckon the Dolphins for some reason have a mean one. I could be wrong.
I've got some reason it's come up with Chop Robinson on the Miami mascot.
Chop, come on, mate. We're still waiting.
Yeah, no, the Dolphins is winning this one.
Yeah,
He's,
can I-
he's too happy to be
Is
there.
it like Flipper?
Yeah.
No, what is it? Yeah, Flipper.
Non-biased standpoint, fellas. This 49ers getting it.
It's a good mascot, but he's just too friendly.
He's way too. He's a SeaWorld Dolphin. Oh, geez, he's still got it with it.
Yeah,
He's a
definitely time for him.
49er. He's a gold miner.
Oh right, yeah. He's
Look at him. He's even got the pick.
he's shooting the
Oh,
blowhole
yeah.
out
He's
of
got
that
the
Dolphin.
pick.
Poor Dolphin never had a chance. Sweet.
And he wears number 49. Pretty
So,
iconic.
what are we on to the second rounds now?
Yeah, we're on the second round, so this is where it gets serious. Okay. So if we could scroll back up just for reference, so we got Falcons, Battle of the Birds. We got Falcons versus Cardinals.
So we got,
I'm going Big Red.
yeah, I'm
No,
going
Big
Big Red as well.
Big Red will peck the shit out
That's
of
a
those.
pretty easy one.
Big Red is
He's
bouted.
looking like
He
seed one.
He is bouted.
He's
Definitely
amped up.
he's definitely a favorite at the moment.
Good photo you've used too. Like
He's just
he looks
staring at
like
the
he's
camera.
like someone's just thrown a 60-yard touchdown. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon he's not insane, but he definitely has that edge about him,
Yeah,
like
the
a killing
eyes.
instinct. You know what I mean?
He's
The eyes
fucking
are
missing
going
it
on
from
it.
his Chris,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
yeah, he's like a UFC fighter. We've got Texans versus Steelers. So we've got
I
Toro
think
versus Steely
Tor-
McBeam.
I think Toro.
I have a soft spot for Steely.
I feel as though Steely though will pick the pole.
I think-
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going.
what I mean.
The only reason I'm going Steely is because that ball is a bit too happy for my liking.
He is. That's the thing. If he was a mean-looking bull,
Yeah,
All right,
So
let's
the-
go. I'll change Steely.
Steely.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
backing Steely.
That next round's gonna be so good. So we got Who Day, the Tiger versus Rampage.
Ooh, that is
It's a tough one. Look, the Tiger's not that menacing, honestly.
No, I think
Neither is
Rampage.
Neither is the Rampage, though.
I think it's Rampage though. He looks a little bit more.
He looks athletic.
I think I'm going Rampage as well. To be honest,
I think he would just fuck that cat up.
I think one big. He's got a big head as well.
I think once you punch the cat once, he's gonna fall. Like he's not gonna have much.
And meow off.
Yeah, he'll me. Yeah,
Yeah, off.
he's a flight person rather than a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rampage. Sweet. Rampage moves on. Now we've got Ragnar, the Viking, versus Roy, the Lion.
Oh,
I'm going Ragnar.
I'll go Ragnar.
I don't like that Roy, honestly.
yeah.
Nah. Roy only
he's
just
a bit
went
friendly
through because Billy's like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He's
Bill
like
looks like he's meant to be in.
the 30 seed.
Yeah, I was going to say something a bit more left field, but I probably
I
shouldn't.
don't know. That's why I said it out.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
We're not getting cut off. Just quickly though, sorry. Can we just go back up to Roy?
Can
Yeah,
you get
I
off?
think
Can you get off blue, please?
I don't want to see blue. He's in a different sort of Olympics. Um, just Roy. I think. Yeah, I reckon he's a fairly family friendly lion. We may cut that out. Okay, that's all I had to say. He's not family friendly. He is family friendly. So we got. Oh wait, who did we pick? Ragnar.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So the next one is Buck
Buck?
versus Major. Was it Tuddy?
Buck, yeah, nah. Definitely.
Beats
Buck is having bacon for dinner that night.
for the rest of the week.
Oh,
you
it's,
reckon?
He's biting his head off.
That's funny. Yes.
Yous have changed me, eh?
Look at Brownie. I reckon it's Brownie the
I
elf.
think what's weirding me out about Brownie is he has no neck. No neck. He's all shoulders and head.
Honestly, this
He's
is.
built for bench.
Look at his strut too. He's got that crip walk. Like
I think this
pimp
is
walk.
this is probably matchup of the series. They're both looking crazy. You don't know what they're gonna do.
Captain Fear versus Brownie the elf. That's must see
The only
TV.
thing that steers me towards Captain Fear is he has the
The
shit on
sword?
him already.
And he
you know
would
what
have
I
the
mean?
size.
He looks like he does have a glass
I'm-
bottle wrapped
I'm
behind his back
honestly-
ready to smack it over your head.
I'm going Brownie.
I'm doing Brownie.
Pound for pound, he's the greatest fighter of all time. So I'm
Yeah.
going Brownie the elf.
You know what I mean? Brownie just looks like he'd have a
Yeah.
empty bottle of JD in his back pouch.
Yeah.
The worst thing
And
was,
it's straight over the head.
yeah, and he would smile at you every time he's beating the
Yeah.
shit out of you.
Yeah,
Just
he's like-
smile. He'd love it. He'd love the
Like
smell of
yeah,
blood.
he's got that smirk on him, like he knows he's gonna fuck.
He's gonna
you up.
fuck you up.
There's something I've seen a movie, and it's
It reminds me of the Leprechaun. Those
Yeah.
Leprechaun movies.
Yeah.
yes.
So next one up, we got Pat the Patriot versus the Bear.
Oh, the bet.
I think I'm going Bear.
I'm definitely going the
I'm not
bear.
really sold on Pat, to be honest. I think he's a fake.
Yeah, and he's got no
Jock.
like look at his arms, nothing.
It looks
True.
pretty hectic there though.
And he's got a big target to punch.
All he's got is the head.
Like that Bear's got a
No,
lot of
he's-
real estate he can punch.
Doesn't have muscles.
So I will go Bear. And I can't remember the Saints. So I think I'm going Niners. Saints versus Niners.
Yeah, I'll go the Niners as
I'm gonna
well.
go Niners, man. That pickaxe that they
Yeah.
gold mine him with.
Yeah. Okay, so we're top 8 now. What a matchup these are. Okay, boys, brace yourselves. So we got Big Red versus Steely McBeam.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
I think I've got a Big Red.
I'm going Steely.
Oh, you got
Oh,
Steely.
no.
It's Flago. It's up to Flago. I've got Big Red.
I'm going Steely. Just do you want to hear my reasoning?
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
if
go.
Big
We
Red
need to analyze
as
these
Big
fights
Red
now.
comes down right
Yep.
and goes to peck him.
Yep.
That steel beam is like he holds it to stop the peck. And
Yeah.
he fights him up and grabs the other steel beam and whacks him over the head with the other one.
I just think because Swoop and Steely was such a close matchup, and
Yeah,
Big
and
Red,
it's only an upgrade.
Big Red
True.
has that. He's got. I reckon he's fucking a missile when he's
That's
coming
true.
in. He's agile. I'm going Big Red on this one. Sorry.
That's a close one.
That was
Steely, you're a fan favorite while you're here. That's definitely going for a 2-hour fight though in the streets.
Oh yeah, that
That's
is.
Steely's not going down without a fight.
Pop a peck on that thing any day of the week.
Yeah.
That's hard to say, but
Owen Wilson's with him too.
what is wait, that's not what it was
That's
actually.
Owen Wilson.
No, I think it just looks like Owen Wilson. Wow, Steely.
Steely?
Now we got Rampage versus Ragnar.
Ragnar.
He does look a bit happy for a Viking, to be honest.
But that's the same thing
This
as
is-
fucking Brownie.
But Rampage as well.
I'm going Ragnar.
I'll go Ragnar, I think.
Yeah, well, then it's done. Yeah.
No, say your decision.
I honestly have no.
I don't know. The Ram just looks like he could stand on business.
I will
That's
go.
what you're changing.
I will.
No,
I
yes.
will go the Rams, but we've got Ragnar got on third.
I will say, I think we're basing the Viking off just knowing he's a Viking rather than how he looks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in saying that, the Rampage is not that menacing either.
I'll go Ragnar.
I'll go Ragnar. Okay, the bottom 4, we got Buck. Oh, what a matchup! Fuck, we got Buck versus Brownie the Elf.
Brownie goes in.
Ugh.
Brownie
No,
goes
I don't
in.
know. Look at the buck.
Nah, I'm going Buck.
Oh,
I'm
no, don't let me decide
I'm
this.
going
going
Brownie.
Buck.
Brownie's a dog, man.
You've already swayed on Brownie because you were off him for the first.
I've
Yeah.
changed. I've swung so hard back to Brownie. Just look at the way he's like he's just.
He's a pimp walk. It's a pimp.
I reckon it's Conor McGregor under that fucking mascot suit.
This is tough because this is where scenario comes into place. Like, we got a bar. Does he have stuff he can grab, or is it just literally like in an
He
alleyway?
doesn't need to be in the bar to grab stuff. He got it fucking in his left pocket.
This is what I'm thinking. Ready?
Yep.
Brownie walks up.
Yep.
Buck
Kicks
Yep.
him.
fucking boom, and it just steps on him. Brownie's got. He's not moving. He's not moving.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
in that
this is how I
situation,
think.
Brownie ducks it. Bottle of JD out the back pocket, straight
This
over
is
the head.
okay. This is my context, and I'll unveil my answer at the end of it. Brownie comes in so hot. He's so flat. He's smiling. He's beating the shit out of Buck, and Buck's like on last lie. But Buck just gets one in, and then Brownie just can't do anything. He's
Yeah.
overpowered. He's overwhelmed. So I'm going Mr. Buck.
No,
I'm sorry, Brownie.
Steely
He's
Brownie.
pound for pound champion.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Pound for pound champion. But you got to take into the fact it's Buck.
Go down to Brownie. This motherfucker's coming in your dreams, man. He's gonna fuck you up. Look at him,
That's nightmare right there.
I'm going Buck. I'm sorry.
bruh. Brownie the goat,
Who
man.
do we have now?
Pound for pound champ, no doubting it. And we got Bears versus Nines. I think this is Bears.
Yeah, Bears.
That bear look hectic.
Okay, now boys, since we're coming up to the last four, we're almost done with the episode. I reckon we go into a bit more in depth for these last few fights. Okay. So top four, sweet four, we got
Big
Cardinals, Big Red versus Ragnar.
Big Red.
Big Red. I think that's a pretty
Big
easy.
Red. If look, the only person that I could have seen, the only two people I could have seen beating Big Red is Brownie and fucking Mr. Steely.
Yeah. I think that's an easy matchup than the last one for Big Red.
Yeah, look,
honestly.
I think Ragnar got through with a soft schedule.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think Big Red, he's had some killers thrown at him. Big Red, he's had Stealing McBeam, he's had and also the Falcon,
And he's just still on top.
and he hasn't got a
Yeah.
scratch really. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, Steely, no, actually, he would have
Steely
been.
would've
No,
fucked him up.
he
He'd
would
have
have
a broken wing.
he'd be losing a few feathers
He'd be
after
broken
that.
wing, he'd be hopping.
Hopefully, he had a few days turnaround, as otherwise Steely would have fucked his liver up and everything. But we go Big Red in the final.
Oh, this is a good one actually.
So we've got Buck versus Bear.
This is a good one.
Bear.
You've had it out for Buck ever since he beat up Brownie, I reckon.
No, my reasoning behind that is because
He's a bear.
They're both the
Okay,
tough-looking animals.
Buck
So you're
beat
just gonna take Bear. I think I'm taking Bear as well.
Brownie, right? But Brownie fucked him up in the process.
He carried over
mentally as well.
He
Mentally.
barely walked away, man.
Brownie would have done some fucked up psychological warfare too, I reckon. He would have said some shit.
There would have been blood going anywhere. Brownie would have grabbed it, licked it, like.
I think Buck just taps out as soon as he walks in after seeing the shit he had to fight Brownie with.
Yeah, and I just think they both got the toughness. So I'm just picking.
Can we change
Literally,
Buck?
who
Can we
would-
change Buck and Brownie?
What do you mean?
I reckon Brownie would have done the bear.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sort of regretting because I think Brownie has better ceiling.
I reckon if
I think Brownie would.
Brownie's always got a chance.
Brownie versus Big Red in the final would be.
you know what,
Dog
I've got a
fight.
new scenario for Brownie versus Buck. Brownie
Yeah.
mounts Buck,
Oh.
puts him in a chokehold. He's out.
And Buck is used to someone being on his back, so he
Okay,
might
I'll
just
take it
think
back.
it's his owner.
I'm all for swapping out.
Yeah,
Brownie for Buck.
All right, we'll get Brownie.
I
Back
hate to
in.
do that. That's against the
Yes!
rules, but
Come on, Brownie.
But I don't think he's back.
so it's Brownie versus Bear then.
And I think Brownie beats Bear. That's a face of a man that's just slaughtered a bear.
Look
at it.
All right, let's get.
He's going full Revenant from Leonardo DiCaprio.
I hated Brownie at the start, and I'm Team Brown.
Imagine him just walking into a death looking like.
you come in.
And Brownie's looking at him like, "You think you scare me? Look at my smirk."
I know he said.
I need to look at another Brownie photo too.
Yeah, that's honestly, I picked a very good photo for Brownie.
You
That's
picked
helped
a
him out.
Great one, but you also
Looks
picked-
like he's walking from a fucking fire and just laughing at the people burning alive.
All right, let's go. What are we doing, Brownie?
The elf.
the mascot.
I don't see. I think I've got the bear here. Unless you can find a more psycho looking brownie.
I know we said we don't want to take literal too heavy, but it's a fucking bear.
Yeah.
No.
You're like apex predator. I love Brownie. I think he's maximised his talent. He's maximised what he's
There's
had.
a photo of Brownie.
Look at this. Look at this photo.
That's what I mean, man. Look at
Nah,
this.
it's got to be bear.
The bear points to Brownie as if like I'm gonna fuck you up, and
But-
Brownie's sitting there going, "You against me?"
This is also brownie though. Little weasel.
Nah.
True, he's an elf. We've got to forget that's his identity. He's an elf first and foremost.
Yeah,
He's an
I'm-
evil elf.
He's a
I'm
an elf.
fucking
going.
twisted
I'm
one.
going the
man.
brown. I mean the bear.
I'm
Sorry.
going bear.
Fuck yes.
Mate,
We-
he's
may-
maximised his potential.
May as well kept the buck in.
He's maximised his potential for what he had.
He's done well.
He's done well.
He's
Right.
definitely pound for
He's a Rocky
pound
movie.
for pound.
Brownie is twisted.
This is a good matchup though.
Okay, we got to analyse this pretty hard.
It's a
I
good
know.
matchup.
So we got Big Red, I think a fan favourite, versus a literal bear. Don't write him off too soon.
Big red. I'm going big red, man.
I see a scenario where
I'm-
Big Red wins.
Yeah.
That's where he plucks an eye out of the bear.
The thing is, if he can get
wa-
through Steely McBeam,
He's got confidence coming into this fight.
what would think about it? Okay, if the tables turn, who would win out of Bear and Steely?
But it's matchup dependent.
Yeah, I know, but who do you think would win out of Bear and Steely?
Oh, Bear's going to win.
Yeah, okay,
But
Bear's
he's
gonna
going to
win.
fuck up that bear.
But Big Red fucking knocks Steely off.
I love how he had a warm-up fight with Sir Purr. Like, that was not even in his league, come to think of it now. You know what I mean? Like, imagine Sir Purr
I
versus
like Sir
Brownie.
Purr.
Imagine,
Sir Purr.
imagine Brownie versus Sir Purr.
I'm going Big Red on this one, boys.
I'm leaning towards as much as I am the bear. He is my animal. I need to look at it again.
Yeah, I reckon the scenario. God. Can I see another look at the bear, please?
It's
Oh, look at the eyes on the bear.
It's a good bear.
me.
Like
Eyes are like.
All right.
I think we got biased with Big Red.
Nah, the bear is giving me Cocaine Bear vibes.
All right,
Have you seen that movie?
I reckon Big Red's got the endurance.
I'm going the bear, but Big Red. I love that. Like it's just a good. It's just like the perfect mascot. I
If
think.
Big Red doesn't, I mean, if the Big Bear doesn't get a hold of Big Red, if he's gassing out, man, he can just fly up into a tree and catch a quick breather. And if the bear's got that taste of blood, he's going to go up the tree and chase him.
Yeah, they can climb.
He's going to be, yeah, I know, but it's not as fast as a bird. And then Big Red's going to come down and swoop him, get him fucked up.
This is completely biased, but I'm going Big Red.
All right, so Big Red's taking it.
Everyone, say hello to the Slaughter Bar. He's the winner of the first mascot death match. So
think that's pretty
congratulations,
good.
Big Red.
It's pretty good. You
He's
could
got a
see-
lot
you
of
could see it
horrors. Do
coming.
you reckon he has PTSD after that? Do you reckon he has any regrets?
Nah,
Nah,
I
not a
reckon he could
chance.
go and fucking do it in reverse.
I reckon he'll.
after that.
I reckon he'll just say, "I just had to do it." Like
Big Red
it's
would.
sad, but I had to
I
do it.
reckon Big Red just smoked the bear.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay, if his bigger brother now wants to have a crack, I'll get a hold of him and I'll work my way back down the
I-
pecking order.
I-
I reckon he could go through Big Steely again. He could go through Brownie.
Yeah, I reckon the champion that he is, the mindset that he has, he wants bigger and better things. He's going NBA next.
He stands on business
Yeah,
365.
he's going universal. He wants to be
Yeah.
champion of the world. He's not satisfied.
Yeah,
He wants two-time champion status.
None of that Noah Niles or whatever
No.
his name is.
Oh no!
Is that the guy?
No.
Noah Lyles?
Noah Lyles.
Um,
He wants.
Thank you everyone for. Hope you all enjoyed that one, but I really rated that segment.
Yeah, that was a good segment. It's very good.
But
It's
with
fun.
that comes end of another week.
Boys, 4 days.
4 days and we fucking start. How
4
good.
days and we win $100, fellas.
Just remember, if you put 500 on that, that's what 20 grand. So wait, no, 10 grand. Sorry,
2 grand.
I didn't say 20 dime odd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 grand.
So
Fuck.
10 grand if you
the
want.
more you put in, the,
if you
the
put
more you
100.
make, as Flegger says. So.
Let's all put $100 in each.
No, but we got to stick with 5. Got to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
responsible. Got a long season ahead. But thanks for joining us again this week, guys. We'll have more and more content now coming into the season. We've done the hard yards now in the preseason, so I think we'll just get easier and easier.
The waffle's going to get.
Yeah, it's going to get up here. I reckon that's an hour and a half episode, that one. So
the waffle from here on in, boys, is going to be
Yeah.
loose.
10 o'clock.
But Big Red, congrats, mate. You're
10 o'clock?
you're NFL champion. Try to live with your horrors and bad luck, Brownie the elf. But yeah, fought hard.
Bro,
Yeah.
Brownie's a dog. Shout out, Brownie.
Shout out, Brownie.
Shout out, Brownie.
See you guys.
Boy. Very nice.